All right. I am so excited to talk to you about this next album, this next artist. This is an album that literally came out today, the day that I'm filming this. And it's an album that I have loved for a long time. In fact, it was top on my list, one of the highest on my list of albums that I really wanted to be pressed that had not been pressed yet. So I'm very, very glad to have a copy of it. And let me say that the way that I first heard of this artist is through a Chris Farley movie, through Tommy Boy. If you've ever seen Tommy Boy, early in the movie, there's this scene, Chris Farley, Tommy runs to take a test, and he has to answer who was it that signed the Declaration of Independence. And, of course, John Hancock is one of the names. There's a couple other names, but one of the names is this name, which is the one he chooses, which is Herbie Hancock. Herbie Hancock. Not the signer of the Declaration, but the intensely, immensely influential jazz artist, another genre-bending artist who has played all over the place. This album, Herbie Hancock Possibilities, this was a Record Store Day exclusive, and I missed it, and I was bummed because this was my number one pick. This is the number one thing I wanted. And then lo and behold, it's getting a repress already. So the Record Store Day exclusive one was on red vinyl. This is a black vinyl. I'm fine with color. I don't care. I mean, that red vinyl would have been great, but it's not the end of the world. But just to have a copy of this is huge. So I first heard this album, again, when I worked at Starbucks. This album came out, and I started listening to it. My musical taste was expanding a lot at the time. And there was a lot of artists on here. This is an album of collaborations. A lot of artists on here that I already really liked, like John Mayer, Santana, Christina Aguilera is an incredible vocalist, Paul Simon, and several others. Some that I didn't really know, like I really had never listened to Fish, so I didn't know Trey Anastasio. Knew of Johnny Lang, knew of Raul Midon, but I hadn't really heard much of them. But the one that I was most excited for when this came out, and the reason I wanted this record, is Damien Rice and Lisa Hannigan, but specifically the collaborations. First of all, let's talk about the record. This is a 3 LP. It is a massive, massive little friend here. 3 LP. Oh, bump the microphone. That's good stuff. 3 LP record. Okay, let me just move that over a little bit. 3 LP black vinyl. And this is the playlist on here, right? So we've got Stitched Up featuring John Mayer, which I believe is an original song. Safia 2 featuring Santana and Angelique Kidjo. A Song for You, which is a classic song, like well-known song, right? Featuring Christina Aguilera. I Do It For Your Love featuring Paul Simon. Hush, Hush, Hush featuring Annie Lennox. Sister Moon featuring Sting. Guys, all of these are so good. When Love Comes to Town featuring Johnny Lang and Joss Stone. So soulful, so blue, so good. Don't Explain. So this is the song that I love the most. Pardon me. This is a song that I first heard of from Nina Simone. But their version of it is just haunting and beautiful and incredible. I just called to say I love you featuring Raul Midon, and I'm definitely going to pronounce this next one, but it's like Hello No Montaña. I probably totally, it's such a bad pronunciation. Movement 1 featuring Trey Anastasio. The third LP is some bonus tracks, so these are extended versions of Stitched Up, Safia 2, Hush, 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 and Sister Moon. This was released by Rhino Records, Hancock Music. I can't read the last one, but this was originally released on, I believe, Hear Music, which is Starbucks' label. This came out today. I'm so glad to have a copy of this record, and I really encourage everyone to get a copy of this record because it's really, really worth it. And, some Herbie Hancock in there.